Most Americans think their tax burden is just what shows up on their W-2 form every April. But what if I told you that your income tax is only the tip of the iceberg? Big picture. Explain that the average American will pay over $524,000 in taxes over a lifetime, nearly 35% of their total lifetime earnings. It's not just the IRS. It's the federal, state, local, property, sales, and the invisible excise taxes hidden in every gallon of gas and utility bill you pay. Briefly explain the progressive system. Mention the standard deduction as the tax-free cushion. FICA taxes. This is where the real bite happens. Explain the 7.65% taken from your paycheck. The hidden employer tax. Remind the viewer that their employer also pays a matching 7.65%. If that money wasn't going to the government, it could have been part of your salary or bonus. That is money you earned but never saw. Let's start with the obvious. Your income tax. In 2025, the U.S. federal income tax brackets range from 10% to 37%. You have a standard deduction, roughly $15,000 for a single filer, that keeps a small chunk of your money tax-free. But the real workhorse of federal revenue isn't just income tax. It's FICA. For most Americans, tax isn't just one line item on a W-2. It's an invisible tax on your groceries, a fee on your electricity, a surcharge on your phone bill, and a property tax on the home you've already paid for. Today, we are going to calculate the true cost of being an American taxpayer in 2025. We're looking at your whole life, every year you work, every dollar you spend, to answer one uncomfortable question. Just how much of your life are you trading away to the government? ELITs and local maze. Now, let's leave the federal level and look at where you live. This is where the gap between the average American and reality starts to widen. Depending on your state, you might pay an extra 3% to 10% in state income tax. But then there's the property tax. A lot of Americans think that once they pay off their mortgage, their housing costs drop to zero. That is a myth. In states like New Jersey, Illinois, or Texas, you are essentially renting your home from the local government for the rest of your life. If you pay $8,000 a year in property tax for 30 years, that's $240,000. And that's before accounting for inflation or rising home values. This is a massive, often overlooked lifetime expense. Invisible taxes. This is where the math gets truly eye-opening. You walk into a store, buy a $50 pair of shoes, and the register says $54. That 8% sales tax feels small, but multiply that by 60 years of life. Then look at your utility bills. Every time you turn on the lights, pay your water bill, or top up your phone data, there are regulatory fees and excise taxes hidden in the fine print. Fuel duty. Every gallon of gas you buy includes federal and state excise taxes. In some states, this is over 60 cents per gallon. Sin taxes, alcohols, tobacco, and even airline tickets. Ever wonder why a $300 flight costs $450 at checkout? It's often loaded with government-imposed taxes and airport security fees. When you buy a coffee or a car, you aren't just paying the company. You are paying the corporate income tax the company has to bake into the price of their product to stay profitable. It's a hidden tax you pay every time you swipe your card. So, if we take the payroll taxes, the state and local income taxes, the lifetime of property taxes, the sales taxes, and the hidden excise duties, what is the grand total? Various tax foundation studies suggest that the average American household pays roughly $525,000 to $600,000 in taxes over a 60-year lifespan. Some estimates for high earners in high-tax states push this number well over $1 million. If you work for 45 years and a massive portion of every paycheck, every purchase, and every property investment is being siphoned off, you are essentially working the first 5 to 6 months of every single year just to satisfy the tax man. You aren't working for yourself until July. The U.S. system is designed this way. It's fragmented by splitting taxes into tiny digestible pieces, a little from your paycheck, a little at the grocery store, a little on your gas bill. The government ensures you never feel the full weight of the burden all at once. The question isn't just, what can I do about it? It's, do you know where your money is really going? Because if you don't track it, you can be sure the government is. Thanks for watching, and stay financially aware.